2020, there was over 200 rappers die. In 2021 and 2022, it's just been getting worse. These rappers are being gunned down all the time, dissing the dead, or any number of things. I think we should take those people, give them guns, and send them to Ukraine. So there's been a lot of news happening this week surrounding Vladimir Putin, Russia, and Ukraine. Previously, we talked about Elon Musk's tweet and even tagged the Kremlin, challenging Vladimir Putin for a one-on-one fight to decide the fate of Ukraine. Unbelievable. But Elon Musk is not the only person standing up. Just yesterday, Poland, Czech, and Slovenia sent their prime ministers to Kyiv, Ukraine, in the middle of a war zone. That is completely unprecedented in modern times. To put that into perspective, that would be like the United States president going over to London in the middle of the Blitz when the Germans were bombing them.
Come on,
That's
man.
just something that's just... that blows my mind. And then Biden got on TV basically calling Putin a war criminal. And not only that, Arnold Schwarzenegger, an Austrian who was elected governor of California, made a video directly to the Russians, explaining to them that this is a war and this is not good and your government is lying to you. And he's doing this because Russia has restricted access to their media. If you even call this special operations a war or an invasion, you could get up to 15 years in prison. There is even a company that made an app, and you can use it to directly contact people over in Russia via text message and phone calls. They plan to call the whole population of Russia. And not only that, they thought Xi Jinping over in China was going to stand in solidarity with them, since recently he said that there are no forbidden areas of cooperation between China and Russia. But even he came out today saying that we have a responsibility for peace. Whether they live up to that or not, I don't know. Sometimes they say one thing and then do something completely different. So we shall see. Even a local police station said that they think that they can get up 1 million guns to send to Ukraine. That's when you know a country has too many guns. When a small police department feels confident, feels like they can get 1 million guns over to another country. Unbelievable. Meanwhile, if you want to help Ukraine, I'm going to tell you what to do, but first I'm going to tell you what not to do. Posting a picture of yourself with some type of poetry is not the answer. Do not do it. That is the most selfish freaking thing that you can do. You are not trying to stand with Ukraine. You are trying to use the Ukraine situation to get yourself more likes. So the best thing that you could do is go give them some money. The very best thing you can do is go over there and donate your time. But if you can't do that, some money or some supplies or something that they need would help. They don't need you to talk about yourself. But no, you want to put the you in Ukraine. So don't make it about you. It's a country in need right now. And you know what? I just had another idea. 2020, there was over 200 rappers die. In 2021 and 2022, it's just been getting worse. These rappers are being gunned down all the time for things that they've done in the past, or things that they've said, or dissing the dead, or any number of things. I think we should take those people, give them guns, and send them to Ukraine. Because number one, they're going to love to do it. That's just what they want to do anyways. Number two, at least they can die with some dignity fighting for our country instead of being shot down in the street. I'd say we could send the Goss over there too, but that wouldn't do any good. They're just overly sheltered people that don't go outside or get any type of physical activity, so that would be completely in vain. At least the rappers are in shape. And if things couldn't get weird enough, if things weren't strange yet, Vladimir Putin gets in front of a huge, massive crowd today and quotes Jesus, saying that there is no greater love than for a man to lay down his life for his friends. What? I don't know. I'm speechless. Because these people that he's talking about is the soldiers that's going over there and dying. And just in the past couple weeks, the numbers say it's at least 7,000 Russians who have died. That's a lot of bodies just to try to get this place the size of Texas. And just like Mexico can't come take Texas, I guarantee you that they're not going to get Ukraine. So the best thing that they could do is leave. The sanctions are breaking Putin. It's making him paranoid. It's putting him against the wall. And by the way, the only way to get around these sanctions is through China with their digital yuan, which is a new currency that's completely digital, designed to compete with the dollar. It's like Bitcoin, but not like Bitcoin. Like Bitcoin in the fact that it's digital, but it's not like Bitcoin in the fact that it's not a crypto. It's not decentralized. It's all centralized by one government, and they could do whatever they want with it. I think Putin is about ready to make some compromises. That's what I'm hoping and praying for. I'm hoping that this will be over soon, because if this continues any further, we're going to dive into a very crazy place through the likes that the world has not seen since the Second World War. And the last thing we want is another war of that scale. It's going to end with so many people dying, so much drama, so much heartache, a whole bunch of stuff that just does not need to be. And I understand historically at one point in time, different portions of the Ukraine were a part of the Soviet Union, right? But the Soviet Union, number one, does not exist right now. And number two, just because you had something at one point doesn't make you entitled to it forever. Just ask Kanye. My man's been taking L after L after L, and right now he's looking like hell. Kanye and Putin are both really good examples of people who are never told no. Whenever nobody tells you no, you get very out of touch with reality, and you think you can do things that you really can't. The U.S. government right now is not currently for a regime change. They just think Putin is getting some really bad information right now from the people closest to him. Hell, he's done fired the 1,000 people that's closest to him. The people who cook for him and all that, he fired all of them. He's even got people who eats all his food for him before he gets to eat it. And Alexei Navalny last year traced down the biggest mansion in Russia and says that Putin is the one that owns it. And right in front of the gate, just like the last Tsar of Russia, a two-headed eagle statue. Is he signifying now that he doesn't think that he's in an elected position, that he can just rule and do whatever he wants to? Well, he's been in power for a very long time now, over 20 years. And I don't see him trying to let go of it anytime soon, just like Kanye. But Pete Davidson, aka America, is always going to have the heart of Ukraine, aka Kim Kardashian. Oh, I just now put it together that both these stories are the same thing. They are the same thing. Are we in a matrix? I'm like questioning my sanity at this point. If you like this kind of content and want to keep receiving more updates on these ongoing issues, please take a second to go to the bottom and subscribe. Then we can be together until one of us dies. I know that's Jimmy Kimmel's line, but maybe there's one person out here that hasn't seen it yet. And if you want to, press the like button, slap the like button, tickle the like button, caress the like button. Whatever you got to do, I just want to stay in contact with you. And guys, subscribe to me, like my videos. I will subscribe back to you. I will like your videos. I will take a look at it. And if there's anybody who wants to collaborate about anything, I'm open to anything. I'm a very easy person to get along with most of the time. Anyways, thank you for watching this video and have a great day.